Last reading for 2025. Let's get into it. Hey, my name is Sandra. I'm a psychic medium. I'm seeing the word threshold, which makes a lot of sense because we are at the threshold of a new calendar year. For those of us who, if you know kind of thing, it's the spring equinox where the actual new year is that we celebrate. The collective energy has decided that this is also a new year. So there is a lot of, potent energy floating around. So let's get into the reading. Speaking of floating around, I'm floating around the idea of adding a reading for like your yearly reading. It's all based on current energy though, so you need to go into that reading with that understanding. So if that's something you're interested, let me know and maybe I'll add it. We'll see. All right, what is the reading for this collective, please? Threshold. Thank you. So far we're at a lot. The Seven of Pentacles flew on the ground, so let's see how it wanted to come out. That was dramatic. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. I'm getting 11 to 2027. Something about that is significant. That's a date. Is a date. So something about the next 11 months, 10 and a half months, 10 months, I don't know, is going to be very, I'm hearing the word vivid. And I'm seeing the word bliss. So if you're part of this collective, vividly bliss is coming through. And this is the threshold to that energy where we are right now. See more, please. Again, I'm getting something about the last 3 years has been so feelingly futile. And now we're getting to a spot where there is a give and take from, it feels like the universe, to be honest. It feels like they're showing me like an army crawl going through like either an obstacle course or what felt like an obstacle course or some sort of really messy, dark, loud, uncomfortable situation energetically, and where the threshold, like now you're coming to the end of that, and the threshold is this vividly bliss or blissfully vivid energy space. I'm getting a lot of the color blue and some purples, which is really pretty. But yeah, it feels like because that was, maybe you went through a dark night of the soul or something like that, or a few of them, it feels like this give and take now is going to feel more balanced. Not that the universe isn't always giving to us, that's not what I'm implying here, but it will feel more balanced in what heaviness you're offering, or the weight of what you're offering is now being given back to you in the same capacity, with effort and like heaviness, I guess. What else? They're saying 3, 2, 1 on my timer. What else? They're saying 2 more. And then move to the animal deck. Okay. I have the Strength card. And the High Priestess. Okay, so love this. Oh, love that even more. Oh, I love that too. Hey. Oh my God. Shut up. Okay. Holy cow. Listen. The strength and courage that was necessary for these last 3 years really is what they're saying. And then it feels like enduring the last 3 months. It was like the last 3 years, and then all of a sudden the last 3 months felt like it was, they're showing me popping a pimple and it's really gross, but that's... Anyway, there's been a release and now you're at the threshold. I'm getting like a little bit of the National Lampoon's Christmas, where he's like, look around us, we're at the threshold of hell. But like, that's the end. You're at the end. That's the threshold. And now look at what's come out. We have the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. This is such amazing energy where the feminine energy alone, 4 out of the 5 cards are queens, plus the sister of the Empress. Are we kidding? Like, the feminine energy for receiving what is meant for you physically, financially, mentally, emotionally, and just energetically. On top of it, the ability to continue to emote in a emote in a aligned and intelligent, literate way. I mean, this really is the threshold of the new you, if you will. I'm going to go to the animal deck like they want me to. They're saying the first 3 cards up, and I'm going to show you that I'm shuffling, so that you know that all those kings and queens coming out, I promise I did not set that up. So here we go. Also, I'm seeing 333, which 3s are linked to Hecate. So if that's a deity that you work with, she's a Titan goddess. Maybe that's something. So we have the first 3 cards that come out. 1, the 2 of Pentacles. 2, the Hermit. Hey, you said 3, but you gave me 5. All right. The 3 of Wands reversed, the 10 of Swords, and then the Chariot. This is just about feeling like you're in the in-between and really having to go inward and garner that strength and be in a holding pattern, a waiting pattern that felt really uncomfortable, especially if you're anything like me, where waiting is really hard. 111 on my clock. And now that arduous cycle is closed. This card, man, the 10 of Swords, if I see that in any reading, I know you've gone through mental hell. And had to make a lot of uncomfortable, necessary decisions, and really be in a mindset where you can see yourself and then follow through in an aligned way. And now we have the Chariot here, which is, remember how I said Hecate, triple moon goddess? Hello. Anyway, so you're at the threshold. Congratulations, you've made it. And it's 1:12 on my clock. And remember, I started this out with saying something about 11/2/27, so November 2nd, 2027. Yeah. Something about that from here, from this date on. Vividly bliss. Blissfully vivid? Yeah, you know. All right, Happy New Year. See you. Side note, it's my last day of my discounted prices on my readings, and so I would love to read for you. Also, my January mentorship spots are open, and the first session is Friday, January 9th. Okay, see ya.